Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Zakia Gigi Nur Putri. I will show you my PPT. The title is A Study on Islamic Bank in Indonesia, or the analysis of financing risks and its mitigation based on gender. A Study on Islamic Bank in Indonesia from Ridwan et al. 2025. Mitigation financing risk require analyze the difference in financial behavior between men and women. Men are more likely to engage in the formal sector, while women tend to be involved in the informal sector. This condition can influence both the emergence of risk and strategies for mitigation. The study provides an in-depth analysis of financing risk based on gender and the effectiveness. Background: financing is a key asset in Islamic banks. Gender differences affect risk and repayment. Women often show stronger repayment discipline. Research object: analyze gender-based financing risk. Evaluate NPF, OS, and NOA patterns 2021 until 2024. Assess risk mitigation strategies. Yeah, seems like what I tell you. The study provides an in-depth analysis of financing risk based on gender and the effectiveness of mitigation strategies. Methodology. First one, descriptive quantitative method. The research method uses a descriptive quantitative approach, analyze secondary data in the form of non-performing financing or NPF, outstanding financing or OS, and the number of account or NOA. Primary data: primary interview with director and Sharia supervisor. Primary data was obtained through in-depth interview with relevant parties, such the director, commissioner, and Sharia supervisor. Several potential customers will also interview to deep in the analysis and draw conclusion. Last, secondary data, NPF, OS, and NOA. Key finding: financing allocation. Men receive 83.9% of total financing, women 16.1%. Women AVG 46.6 m, men AVG 141.8 m. Men have more collateral and formal sector access. And key finding again: financing risk. Women NPF 5.5% versus men 7.3%. Women less speculative and more disciplined. Men ventures higher risks or higher NPF. Interviews insight: banks prepare men due to business scale. Women easier to negotiate with in refinement issues. Men more likely to litigate financing dispute. Mitigation strategies. First one, group-based mentoring for women. Second one, soft financing, Gardul Hassan and social funds. The last boosts financial literacy and documentation. Conclusion: Islamic financing is inclusive, but disparities exist. Women show strong repayment yet receive smaller final. Banks should adopt gender-sensitive financing model. Islamic financing demonstrates its inclusive nature by striving to serve all segments of society without gender discrimination. However, gender-based difference in business scale, sector involvement, and financial literacy levels influence financing accessibility and risk management. In the context of financing between men and women in banking, this inclusivity is replicated reflected in the principle of Sharia that guide financial transaction. Eligibility for financing is not determined by gender, but by the viability of the business proposal, the ethical use of funds, and compliance with Sharia contracts such as murabahah, mudorobah, musyarakah, or ijarah. While men typically have greater access due to their presence in the formal sector and stronger administrative capacity, women face more barriers in accessing financing due to informal business practices and lower financial literacy. Therefore, to uphold Islamic banks' social responsibility and Sharia-based value, it is essential to promote equitable access for women through tailored risk mitigation strategies such as social fund-based financing, Gardul Hassan contract, group-based segment, and ongoing mentoring support. Men dominate access to large-scale financing, while women, despite their strong repayment discipline, are constrained by limited collateral, weaker business administration, and concentration in micro or informal enterprises. This disparity calls for inclusive approach that align with the Maqasid al-Shari'ah or objective of Islamic law, which emphasize justice, equality, and community welfare. This fulfills the bank's social mission and empower women to expand business and contribute to economic growth. They enable women, especially in micro and ultra-micro enterprises, to access financing without the burden of high repayment obligation, while fostering accountability and trust. Okay, I think that's my PPT from journal from Ridwan. Okay, for you guys, if you have a question, please comment down below. I will share my question add the comment below too. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.